Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Techno Talks here. So in front of us today, we do have probably one of Spigen's coolest cases in my opinion. This is going to be their Ultra Hybrid 01 series. So basically they do have like an outline of the interior of the phone, and honestly I do think it looks really cool. So without further ado, let's go ahead and check this out. Just like every other Spigen packaging, we have the Spigen logo up top with a nice little image of what the case looks like. This year, this is going to be the natural titanium 01 case. So previously they only had the original white one, then they brought in this gray one, and now they do have this natural titanium. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. So opening it up, inside it is in a little pouch right here. So moving this to the side and taking our case out of its pouch, let's have a first look at this natural titanium ultra hybrid case. And wow, this looks really cool. So they do have some stickers on there that is to protect it from the dust before you place your phone inside, which is good to know. Alright, so before placing it on the phone, I do want to take a look at the inside. Obviously this is from their Ultra Hybrid series, so their clear case series, and honestly I am a fan of the feeling of their Ultra Hybrid series, so honestly this will probably feel nice in the hand as well. On the inside, we obviously do have our MagSafe, so magnetic case for iPhone. Obviously their MagFit series. On the inside, other than that, you can't really see much else. They do have their air cushion technology. Not sure if you can see that right there. And basically, they have these little air pockets when you do place the phone inside to absorb the shock on the edges, which is for the added protection. Other than that, not really much else is different compared to the other ultra hybrid case, but again, this is a really cool design in my opinion, and I love that Spigen came out with the 01 series. So let's go ahead and place our phone inside. First up, taking the sticker off, we're gonna go ahead and plop our phone inside. I usually start from the left side and then just push down, and just push down from the other edges as well. Boom, and voila, we have a perfect fit. And then if we do go back to the back and take the sticker off, here is a look at our 01 case on my natural titanium iPhone 16 Pro, and this is looking really nice, especially since the natural titanium color on my 16 Pro is blending in with the actual design of the case. Honestly, I think this looks really cool. So once again, they do have different colors as well. They have the gray and the white one. Those honestly look really nice as well. I do think the white one, the colors pop a little more since it's a lot brighter. But again, the gray one is also nice. This natural titanium is a little different since this is going to be the first time I'm seeing it, but I do still think this looks really nice. So if we do take a closer look at the back, we can see some stuff like the haptic engine, Spigen 01 edition. I guess they have like this SIM card thing right here. Obviously that's not where the SIM card goes. This phone does not have a physical SIM tray. We do have some parts and pieces. I'm not sure if everything is accurate. I feel like Spigen kind of made their own design for this, but again, there might be some accuracy to it. I haven't really opened up my 16 Pro to actually check what it looks like on the inside. Other than that, we can see that we do have a nice lip going around the camera lenses. So if you do drop it on its back, it should be perfectly fine and should perfectly protect your phone. Taking a look at the right side, we obviously do have our cutout for the new camera control button. We do have two holes right here for a lanyard if you do use one. We have a power button right there. Up top, we don't have anything other than it's saying air cushion technology right there. On the left side, we do have our buttons, so our action button, our volume marker right here, and then it does say Spigen down here. So very minimal branding, which is something I really love about cases when they do that. We also do have our USB-C charging port cut out, and then we do have our speaker wheel cut out. And from the edges, I do think you can actually see those little air pockets. Those are where you get that extra protection. And on the back, we also do have some more protection. I'm not sure if you can see that, but right there, the edges are a little lifted. They're a little higher than the actual back of the case, just like this one right here. And that is so that nothing actually hits directly the back portion of this case, and it actually hits those sides first. So the case is the one that's absorbing the shock and not the back portion of your 16 Pro. Moving on to the front, I do have a third-party screen protector on here, and as you can see, it fits perfectly, so no issues with that. We do have a nice little cutout for our speaker grill up top, so we're not going to be losing out on any sound quality, which is to be expected if you're making a case. You got to keep that in mind. Other than that, we do have a nice lip going around the display, and again, as I stated, there is a screen protector on here, so even with that, with those front drops, you should be perfectly fine with this case. So overall, a very nice feeling case. Honestly, the Ultra Hybrid series is one of my favorite clear cases. I feel like they have the size perfectly. It's not too thick, it's not too thin, and it does give you that protection. And this is from personal experience. So honestly, I really do love this, and with the addition of the 01 design, this looks really cool. So one of the topics of this year is going to be that camera control button. I know a lot of case companies use different designs to actually make the cutout for the camera control. Some of them, they actually cut this whole portion out. Some of them place this layer on top, which actually works with the haptic motors of the camera control, and then some just make a cutout like Spigen. So I've noticed that they've actually brought down this side a little more so you can actually touch the titanium frame of your 16 Pro. So let's actually go ahead and test that out. If we do go ahead and click it and take a photo, seems pretty easy. If we do zoom out, zoom in, double click, change our modes, honestly it feels pretty easy. It's not too hard, but again, I do think the correct way to do this, which is something I've seen from other case companies, is to actually cut this portion out, because they've actually cut out the back portion and my thumb still rests really nice. I can touch the button really nice, but because this portion is still covered up, I'm not able to use the haptic features as easy as some others like that. And then they also do obviously have the one where Apple makes it and some other case companies where they actually have another layer on top, or you can actually use it just like the other camera control. But again, I still do think the correct way to do it is going to be to cut that front portion off. That will just make it so much easier. But other than that, everything else feels really nice. Honestly, they've designed a really cool case. So let's go ahead and continue. Moving on, I do want to talk about the buttons. This is one of the most important things on a case, I believe, because we're always clicking those buttons, always changing the volume, powering our device on, using our action button if you do use it. But again, let's actually go ahead and test those, starting off with the power button in 3, 2, 1. Very nice and clicky and very smooth click. So this is something I really love about Spigen cases. They usually nail it. And then the volume rocker, just like the power button, very nice and clicky, no extra force is needed. And the action button, just like the other buttons, feels very nice. So this case does pass my buttons test. Last but not least, let's actually go ahead and take a look at the MagSafe magnets. Obviously, I do want to test out the strength of those magnets, because if you are someone that uses a MagSafe wallet, a MagSafe power bank, this is going to be important for you, because those magnet strengths are very important, especially if you're carrying, for example, like me, my credit card, my ID and stuff like that. It'll be more important because you obviously don't want to lose those. So placing it on, the magnets do feel very strong. Let's go ahead and align it. And if we do go ahead and do a shake test real quick in 3, 2, 1, you can see that my wallet barely moved. And if we do go ahead and test out something else, for example, like this stand right here, this attachment is like a ring holder, plus it's like a stand, and you can also attach extra MagSafe products on there, which is really cool. So if we do test it out with that in 3, 2, 1, once again, as you can see, it does not move. So those magnets are super strong and will definitely keep everything in place. So overall, a very nice case designed by Spigen. Honestly, other than that camera control button, which is better than a lot of other companies, I do think they made a really nice case. And so that will basically wrap it up for this case. As always, if you did enjoy this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you do want to check this case out, there will be a link in the description. So see y'all in the next one.